I'm about to do your Aquarius July 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Aquarius, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Well, welcome back to another Aquarius love reading. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon. Good grief, these cards are ready to talk to you. That way you're always notified anytime I post a new Aquarius tarot reading for you. Sorry I have been gone. I was working 7 days a week for a little over 6 months and it finally caught up with me, so I had to take a chill break, rest and relax and get my energy right. But I am back now, ready to do this reading, and clearly my cards are ready to talk to you. They must have missed you as bad as I did. So today we are going to do a status of the love connection checkup for you, and I'm going to do that by pulling one card to represent the mutual point of interest between you and your romantic person of interest. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Aquarius, 3 cards for your person. Then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now just keep in mind, as always, that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Aquarius people that I get messages for. Which really just means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with every single Aquarius person on the whole planet, because I'm not reading for every Aquarius on the whole planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Aquarius people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross-watchers. So if you're not an Aquarius and you're just watching this reading because you have the hots for an Aquarius and you want to know what's going on with them, I'm cool with that. Just keep in mind that especially for cross-watchers, energies are pretty prone to get flipped around backwards, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. You can find the links to those videos in the description down below. These cards are clearly ready to tell you something, Aquarius, so let's get started. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Aquarius and their romantic person of interest here at the end of July 2021. That one, huh? Uh-oh. What we got here? Okay, let's get 3 cards for you, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius as it relates to their romantic person of interest here at the end of July 2021? Let's get 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Let's get 2 more. What's going on with Aquarius? Okay. Now let's get 3 cards for your person. What's going on with Aquarius's romantic love interest as it relates to Aquarius and the connection between the two of them? Oh, we got one flip. Nope. Here at the end of July 2021. Let's get 2 more for Aquarius's person, please. What is going on? You'll take them, thank you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading. 2 of Cups. Looking good already. I knew they had something important to tell you the way they kept jumping out of my hands just while I was trying to tell you where I've been and what's been going on. This 2 of Cups, this is Cancer energy. This is a love connection between 2 people. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it is a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some kind of a choice. So it looks like we might have a choice in a love connection. I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a Libra here. We got the Queen of Swords right underneath that. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she will offer to let you speak your truth. Problem is, she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to her it damn well better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something. It can be an energy of cutting off things or people that are no longer in your best interest. So we have a love connection here, some possible decision in a love connection, possibly speaking the truth about that or severing something here. That's the overall energy of the reading. Now, the mutual point of interest. This is usually shared energy between the both of you. So either you've said or done something and it's got your person thinking, feeling, or acting this way, or vice versa. They've said or done something and now you're thinking, feeling, or acting this way. More often than not for me, this is an energy that is somehow affecting you both. And the mutual point of interest between the two of you here at the end of July 2021 is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords represents heartbreak and sadness. This is Libra energy. So again, I've got two Libra cards here pretty close together at the very beginning of the reading. You might be dealing with the Libra. Again, this is a general reading. You might be dealing with literally any sign. I'm just going to call out all the ones that prominently stick out to me just in case that has any meaning to you. But this Three of Swords represents heartbreak and sadness, sometimes from a third-party energy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean romantic third-party like you or them or cheating or anything like that. That third energy can literally be any energy that's not you, Aquarius, that's not your person. So working too much, playing too many video games, nosy neighbors, mother-in-law sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, any of that kind of stuff. Any energy that's not either of you guys could be contributing to this. But we got some heartbreaking situation going on, potential loss happening here in some sort of a love connection between the two of you. So let's clarify this. Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Aquarius. Why is this the mutual point of interest between Aquarius and their romantic person of interest here at the end of July 2021, please? Let's get two more on this Three of Swords, please. I feel like you got a lot going on. It's like all these cards are spreading out as I'm trying to shuffle here. Let's get two more. One more, please. Thank you. Whoa, hey. Dun, dun, dun. Aha. All right. Well, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. This represents progress being halted, no forward movement, things being kind of at a standstill, things possibly being stagnant right now. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from different perspective than he would normally look at things from, different points of view, different angles than he would normally use to look at things. And he's doing that because he's trying to gain enlightenment about something. He's trying to figure out how to unstick everything, how to unfreeze it, and figure out how to move forward from here in relation to some heartbreaking situation. And right under that Hanged Man, we have the Three of Swords yet again. So this is the mutual energy between the two of you. It's right here close to the bottom of the deck. Again, heartbreak and sadness, potential third-party situation. It's looking like you guys had a very, very solid connection up until whatever this is. We're going to find out more about what that is, but this Ten of Cups is more Pisces energy. This is a very happy connection between two people. This is when two individual people who are happy in and of themselves and emotionally content in and of themselves come together into union and make this really happy family. This is most people's goal when it comes to love and emotions and relationships. Oh, let's see here. Now, to clarify this Three of Swords here, this heartbreak and sadness, we have the Star, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Seven of Swords. Now, swords are typically not such a great sign in a love reading, and I'm seeing way too many swords for my taste. I've got the Queen of Swords here, the Three of Swords a couple of times. Now I've got the Eight and the Seven of Swords here. This Star energy, this is Aquarius energy right here. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. Sometimes this is a card of wish fulfillment. Now this is also card 17 of the Major Arcana, which is the card that comes immediately after the Tower in the series of the Major Arcana. So you don't ever make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower moment of some kind first. So this tells me that something abruptly shifted here. We got some heartbreaking thing going on. Now, when a Tower moment happens and everything comes crashing down all around you, it usually makes a pretty big cloud of smoke and debris and everything, and a lot of times it's hard to see the path moving forward from here. Hence, hanging upside down, looking at things from different perspectives, trying to figure out how to move forward from here. But this star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for you, to light the path so you can see your way forward. It's where your hope comes from. It's where your healing comes from. Now, also, in a love reading like this, I just got goosebumps really bad. The star can represent one, or well, this is mutual energy. So this can represent that you guys are viewing each other as a gift from the universe. You guys are viewing each other as the one for you. Again, this represents hope and healing. So it's looking like even though things are stagnant, even though there has been some heartbreaking scenario here, we still have a love connection, and this represents the hope that this can all be healed. Next card we have to clarify that Three of Swords is the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is thinking about something on this repeating loop in your mind, thinking about it over and over and over again, not being able to get your minds to shut up about it, not being sure what the safe step to take is, not being sure what to do to move forward from here. So much so, that's why you're grinding on it, can't get it out of your head. Got you feeling kind of like stuck, trapped, and blocked. I mean, clearly with the Hanged Man there. Now, the final card to clarify this Three of Swords as the mutual energy between you is the Seven of Swords. This is more Aquarius energy. This card has several meanings. The first meaning, the most common meaning, is trying to get away with something. You can see the guy stealing these swords. So this can represent lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind somebody's back, deceptive behavior, things of that nature. Now that's not the only meaning. Another meaning for this card is not wanting to be hurt, like self-preservation. The whole reason the guy's stealing these swords is because he doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. He doesn't want those swords to be used against him, so he's stealing them to make sure that he can't be hurt by these swords. The other meaning to this is leaving something behind. You can see he can only carry 5 of these 7 swords, and he's got to leave the other 2 swords behind. So it can mean any of those things. I've seen this Three of Swords twice. Now I've got something that could represent lying, cheating, stealing, sneaky behavior. It's possible that in this connection there has been some third-party thing going on. It's possible. You just got to take this however it resonates for you. Whatever this heartbreaking situation is, whatever this loss is, there's a lot of thinking about it going on your side and your person's side. And there's this underlying desire to heal everything and the hope that that can be done. So that's the mutual energy between the two of you here at the end of July 2021. Aquarius, your energy is Justice, the Two of Swords, and the Moon. Justice is the Libra Major Arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the tarot deck. This represents doing the right thing, doing the fair thing, doing the just thing. Sometimes when I see this card, this tells me that something unjust has occurred, and this is trying to balance that all back out. This is about severing things that aren't in balance so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. We already saw that kind of an energy here with this Queen of Swords, severing the things that aren't in your best interest. So let's clarify this Justice card for you. Tell me more about Justice for Aquarius at the end of July 2021, please. Why is Justice here for Aquarius? Okay. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Another meaning for this card is sometimes it's referred to as the player of the tarot deck. So this can represent a wishy-washy in and out kind of an energy. This can represent somebody who rushes in all passionately, gets what they want, then they leave and go somewhere else just as passionately, get what they want there, and then they want to come back and forth, can't quite make their mind up about where they want to be. I think that might be what's going on here. We have a 7 of Pentacles right underneath that. This is Taurus energy. This is an energy of taking a pause to reflect and take stock of everything. Take stock of this connection, take stock of this situation, take stock of this whole relationship. And what you're doing here is looking at the seeds that have been planted. And you're trying to decide, is this going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? Is this going to grow into that very stable, very abundant, prosperous situation where we combine everything together and build this happy home life? Is it going to turn into that? Is this worth investing in or reinvesting in? Is this worth me putting in all my time, my effort, and my energy on this? Or is this a spot where maybe it's not going to pan out the way that I want it to, and maybe I should just cut my losses and move on? So this is that period of you pausing to reflect on that kind of stuff. Reflect on what's going on here. Trying to figure out, can this be healed or not? That's probably what you're stuck grinding in your mind about here. Is this something that I need to leave behind? You don't want to be hurt anymore, that's for sure. And it's pretty clear that you have been hurt. Now, to clarify this justice, this Libra Major Arcana card, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. Now, this 4 of Cups is Cancer energy. This got a few meanings to it too. This can represent emotional discontentment. You can see the lady on the card is not really happy with the 3 cups that she's got, so much so that she's daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that she believes might lead to more happiness, more emotional fulfillment for her. Another meaning to this card is this could represent that a love offer is already on the table between the two of you and it hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air. Or this could represent you contemplating making a love offer to your person, offering your cup to your person, but you just haven't done it yet, either out of fear of rejection, possibly because you're stuck in your head grinding about it, trying to figure out how to balance this out. Could just be because you're still heartbroken and sad right now. So it can mean any of those things. You just got to take it however it resonates for you. Now, the next card to clarify justice is the 5 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside. This is about being left out in the cold. This can represent you possibly having feelings like maybe you're not good enough. Maybe that's what you're grinding about. Maybe that's why you're not making the offer here. This for me is almost always a breakup card. So it looks like we have had a falling apart here. We've had maybe a third party scenario. Definitely a heartbreaking situation that's got you feeling a little bit cast aside and left out in the cold. And the final card to clarify justice is the Hierophant. Now, this is card 5 of the Major Arcana. It rules over all the 5s in the deck. 5s usually represent conflict. Now, in this case, this card for me is almost always about commitment. It's always about like taking things to the next level from wherever they currently are. So it looks like you're trying to figure out, can this be balanced back out? Can we do the right thing here and fix this? Feeling a little bit left out in the cold, still thinking about the commitment though. Now, the next card in your energy here at the end of July 2021, Aquarius, is the 2 of Swords. This is more Libra energy. I'm seeing a lot of Libra all over the place here. Seeing a good bit of Aquarius energy in here, which makes sense because this is an Aquarius reading. I'm also seeing a little bit of Taurus in here now. But this 2 of Swords is a decision. It's like a decision needing to be made, only it hasn't been made yet. Either because you don't have enough information to make the decision, Or maybe there's something that you feel like you can't see, hence that blindfold. Maybe it's something that you know about, you just don't really want to look at it, almost like you're leaving blinders on intentionally, almost maybe like in denial about something. So it can be any of those things, but the bottom line is there is some decision needing to be made that hasn't been made yet. Probably a decision about this connection. We've got that Two of Cups again as the overall energy. So tell me more about this Two of Swords for Aquarius, please. Let's get one more. Okay, thank you. Gotcha. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. This is Leo energy. Again, fives are about conflict. Wands are about desires. So this is a conflict in your desires. In other words, a piece of you wants one thing and another piece of you wants this completely opposite thing, almost like you can't make your mind up. Again, we're clarifying a decision needing to be made that hasn't been made yet. Pretty sure the reason is because you have some internal conflict somewhere. You're playing this internal game of tug of war with yourself, kind of pulling yourself in multiple different directions at the same time, trying to figure out what to do, whether you should fix this, whether you can't fix this. Piece of you's pulling either way. Yeah, that's why things are stagnant right now. That's why there is no forward progress. That's why things aren't moving. You're still trying to look at it from different perspectives, trying to figure out how to move forward from here over this heartbreak and sadness, this Three of Swords, which again is the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Now, to clarify this Two of Swords, I got the Ten of Cups, I got the Knight of Cups, and Death. So the Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. Again, this is most people's goal when it comes to love and emotions and relationships. This is a happy love connection with two people who are happy in and of themselves, coming together into union to form a happy family. I mean, this is what most people want. Next, we have this Knight of Cups. Now, Knights are action takers. Again, cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. You have some sort of a decision to make about this connection. It seems like a very powerful connection, and it seems like you are wanting to take actions toward the emotions, towards the love. This can represent, again, making a love offer or receiving a love offer. I've got you here in this Four of Cups energy, potentially contemplating making a love offer. Maybe this is saying your person has made a love offer to you and you just haven't accepted it or rejected it yet because you're feeling left out in the cold, because you're feeling heartbroken and sad. That's why you haven't made the decision, because you're internally conflicted. It could mean any of those things, so you just got to take it as it resonates for you. But the final card to clarify this Two of Swords is Death. This is Scorpio energy. This is usually an ending to something. It's about something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. If you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, it's not really having a party in there. It's not fun and games. It's actually dying. It's going through a very painful transformation process. And when it comes out of that cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It's a beautiful butterfly instead. So this is that similar kind of a thing. This represents a massive transformation process taking place, and it's usually not a pleasant one. But something is ending here, and something is going to be reborn in its place. Hopefully we can tell what that is. Hopefully what's ending is the heartbreak and sadness. Hopefully what's ending is this feeling left out in the cold. The final card in your energy is the Moon. This represents fears, worries, anxieties. This is Pisces energy. This can also represent something being hidden in the dark, as in something you don't know about, something that you can't see, maybe just something you're worried about. This could represent some secret being kept. That could be why we're in this Three of Swords state. There could have been something sneaky going on that you were unaware of. Tell me more about this Moon card for Aquarius, please. Why is the Moon here? I gotta make sure one didn't flip right there. It felt like it did. Nope. Let's get 2 more to clarify the moon for Aquarius at the end of July 2021, please. Okay, we got it. Thank you. All right. Yeah, bottom of the deck. There's that 5 of Wands again. Again, Leo energy. Again, 5s are conflict. This one is an internal conflict. You've got some fears, some worries, anxieties about what to do. Like, a piece of you wants to heal this. Another piece of you not quite so sure about that. Yeah, again, same story. Hanged Man. Progress is halted. There is no forward movement right now. To clarify the moon, we got the 5 of Swords, we got the Wheel of Fortune, and we got the Page of Wands. Now this 5 of Swords is Aquarius energy again. Again, 5s are conflict. Swords are about communications. Swords are about thoughts. So this can be a conflict in the communications. It could be a conflict in your thinking. I already see you in this internal conflict, so that wouldn't surprise me if you're having a conflict in your thinking. If this is a conflict in communications, this represents bickering, arguing, having a big fight, having a big disagreement. It can represent bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons, tongues being used like swords to cut each other. You could have fears and worries and anxieties about that. Another meaning for this card is it can just simply represent a painful situation where you don't want to be hurt, but there's something causing you some sort of a pain here. The next card to clarify the moon is the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is divine timing. This can be the Wheel of Fate. This can be the Wheel of Destiny. So this can represent a fated event, as in something that's supposed to happen. It could be that whatever this problem was that broke your heart is something that was supposed to happen for whatever reason. Now this can also represent like the universe turning the wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually does happen. And usually that's what this card means for me, that what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and there's not really anything you can do about it. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's on divine timing, so there's not really anything you can do about it. Now this can also represent a change in the luck and fortune, which means if things are going bad like it looks like they have been, this can be the point where that all turns around and things start going good again, which looks to be like it might be what's going on. We have a Page of Wands next. This is fire sign energy. Pages are messengers, so this represents news and messages of passion and desire. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool card, which is about taking that leap of faith. Well, this is a little more toned down version of that. This is more about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a new path towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Possibly being willing to take the first steps down a path that ultimately leads to the healing of this connection. I'm hoping that's what's going on for you here. Clearly something unjust has happened. Looks like there was an argument, a fight, some sort of a falling out. It looks like you guys had a breakup, and there's still this thinking and contemplating and internal conflict about what to do about that, what to do moving forward from here. Can this be balanced out? Can this be healed? You apparently have a decision to make in that regard, and you just haven't been able to make it up until this point. Now, hopefully we get some more info about this from your person. So that's your energy. Let's take a look at your person's energy here at the end of July 2021, because in their energy they have the 3 of Coins, the 2 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So this 3 of Coins is Capricorn energy. This is usually an energy of teamwork and collaboration and working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. Usually what you're working together to build in this kind of a situation is that 10 of Pentacles, that happy, stable, abundant home life that we all want, that happy family life where no one wants for anything, that maximum stability and abundance. But as you can see on this card, there's only one person on this card. So this doesn't necessarily feel like teamwork and collaboration anymore. It feels like, I mean, I've seen this 10 of Cups twice. Clearly you guys had a happy connection at some point, and then something happened. This looks like your person probably still wanting the teamwork and collaboration with you, but right now it doesn't look like they're with you. Again, I've got this card here that to me signifies there was some sort of a breakup between the two of you, some fight going on. So tell me more about this Three of Coins for Aquarius's person, please. Why is the Three of Coins? Oh, thank you. Oh, we got one. I don't think that flipped over here. I think this possibly flipped over for you. Remember a second ago when I said I feel like one flipped and I looked and didn't see it? There's the Magician right there. It's a master manifester. This is someone who's got all the tools, all the abilities and resources and skills, everything they need to manifest or create from nothing whatever it is their will desires. He's got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands laying right here on the table in front of him. So this is about manifesting something, actively manifesting something. I think this would have come out here when I clarified the moon. So I'm thinking that you're actively manifesting what's supposed to happen actually happening, manifesting a turnaround in this scenario. That way you do have the ability to take the first steps down this new path that hopefully leads to the healing of this connection. Now we're clarifying this Three of Coins for your person here, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups. This is a card of reconciliation. This is about being reunited and celebrating. So it looks like your person's wanting teamwork and collaboration with you, but currently they're working by themselves here, and I think what they're working toward is being reunited and celebrating with you. You can see she's pouring these two separate cups back into one cup. So that's good. The overall energy is Two of Cups. We've got those two cups right here being reunited into one. There's that Knight of Wands again. Again, this can represent player energy. I don't know if this is telling me that your person was a player and they were kind of not able to make their mind up about what they actually wanted. Could have been wishy-washy and in and out. That could be what's caused this problem. This could just be telling me that your person has a tremendous amount of passion and desire toward you, and they want to rush in all passionately in your direction, trying to reconcile this situation. Now, to clarify this Three of Coins, this teamwork and collaboration here, we've got the Emperor, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. The Emperor is Aries energy. This, again, is a master manifester, much like that Magician. Not quite on the same level, but this is definitely someone who has all the abilities, all the resources to be able to put together a plan to get what they want, and then to execute that plan. At its core, this card is about taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation, and going out and getting what it is that they want. Looking like what they want is reconciling with you. Now the next card to clarify the Three of Coins for your person is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Coins. This is the singles card. This is like with you, without you. I'm stable and I'm abundant and I'm prosperous in my own right. I don't really need anyone to take care of me in this physical 3D reality. I'm self-sufficient. I can do this on my own. Now that doesn't mean that they want to do this on their own. Clearly, they don't want to do this on their own. We're clarifying two threes, both of which are about like collaborating with you and reuniting with you. Your person's trying to take control of that situation. Currently, they're single. I feel like they're probably trying to take control of being single because they're trying to reunite with you. And then the final card we have to clarify that Three of Coins is the Moon. Again, that's Pisces energy. And again, we just saw that in your energy. So we got a little bit of mirroring going on here. Again, this can represent fears worries, anxieties. So having fears and worries about whether we can collaborate together and work together as equals anymore. Having fears and worries and anxiety about, can we reconcile this situation, become reunited and celebrate that. This can also, like I said, represent something being hidden in the dark, as in possibly some secret being kept. It's entirely possible that your person was sneaking around doing something that they probably shouldn't have been doing, trying to keep that secret, doing that in the dark, and that looks to be like what led to this heartbreaking situation. I'm hoping, like, we've got this as the overall energy of the reading. It's about this connection and the strength of this connection. We've got that Queen of Swords, Libra energy right underneath it, speaking the truth and then cutting off things that aren't in their best interests. This also is affecting them. So I'm hoping this is telling me that whatever the sneaky BS that was going on, whatever was being hidden in the dark, I'm hoping that they're cutting that off. Now, the next card in your person's energy here, Aquarius, is the Two of Wands. More Aries energy. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads. It's a decision point, and it's a decision about which path leads them to the world that they really want, and which path do they need to leave behind in order to get there. Looking like the world they really want is you and being reunited with you, but something is going to have to be left behind. Tell me more about this Two of Wands for Aquarius' person, please. Good grief. That was a lot, really, really quick. Okay. Bottom of the deck, there's that Magician again. Master Manifester. This is about using the will to manifest what they actually want, to create from nothing what they want. They've got all the tools and resources. I've got both Master Manifestors of the deck right here. What they want is a decision to be made that's not being made. More Libra energy here. We already saw that in your energy too. So it looks like you are the one who has all the power here. You're the one with the control about the decision, is what it looks like. So we're clarifying this decision point for your person and them trying to manifest a decision being made that hasn't been made yet. Things are at a standstill. There's that Hanged Man energy again. No progress happening. Now, to clarify this Two of Wands, this decision point, we have the Five of Wands again. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. This Five of Wands, again, internal conflict. Conflict in the desires. A piece of them wants this one thing, a piece of them wants this other thing. Those things are in conflict with each other, and they're like having this internal game of tug of war about which path do I go down, which path do I leave behind. Possibly because they're having fears and worries about whether or not they can have this teamwork and collaboration, whether or not they can reunite with you. Or this could be telling me that there is a decision point here that's affecting them, and they're trying to manifest a decision getting made. That decision looks like it could be on your end. It could be a decision on both ends here, and both of you are internally conflicted about that. The next card to clarify the Two of Wands is the King of Swords. This for me is usually Gemini energy. However, this can sometimes be Aquarius energy. We're in an Aquarius reading, so I'm going to take it that way. The King of Swords is the chief decision maker of the deck. He's the one that makes the decisions. He's the one with the sword that cuts off the other options. So this could be telling me that they're at this crossroads right now because you are internally conflicted, and they're still trying to manifest you making the decision that hasn't been made. And until then, we've got that Hanged Man energy where progress is halted. Now, this is an energy of someone who is very smart, very analytical, very logical and rational, very fair. But it's also someone who is emotionally disconnected. Like, they don't consult their emotions when they're making their decisions. They're only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter, only interested in what they can see right in front of them, what they know to be true. This person, this King of Swords character, isn't interested in the emotions behind what's going on or the story behind what's going on. They're only looking at the truth and the facts, and they're going to use the truth and the facts to come to the most logical, most rational, most fair decision available for everyone involved. I'm feeling like your person is a little bit in this decision-making energy too. I don't necessarily think now that this is just your decision that's not being made. I feel like they too are at that decision point. We have this Three of Wands energy next to clarify the Two of Wands. So we're going from this Two of Wands Aries energy to the next step, the Three of Wands Aries energy. In that Two of Wands, there's that decision point. Which path do I go down? Which path do I leave behind? In the Three of Wands, that decision has been made. The path has been chosen, and steps have been actively taken down the path that's been chosen. And there's this positive expectancy that something good is going to come out of the path that's been chosen. It just hasn't materialized into the physical 3D reality yet. It just hasn't shown up. They're still waiting on it. So this is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. Again, there's that magician on the bottom of the deck. But it's about waiting on it to actually show up and having a positive expectancy that it's going to. So that's looking good. It looks like they're at that decision point. There was the internal conflict, and then it's like, boom, all bullshit aside, I'm deciding now. They've made the decision, and now they're heading down a path. The final card in their energy is the Hanged Man. In Pisces energy, again, progress being halted, no forward movement, things being at a standstill, trying to look at things from a different perspective though, different points of view, trying to gain enlightenment about what to do moving forward from here. Tell me more about the Hanged Man for Aquarius's person, please. Okay. Why is this Hanged Man here? Okay. Now it's looking good. Looking good, looking good. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy, possibly Taurus energy, depending on how you choose to view that. This is usually someone who's very kind, very generous, very prosperous, has their finances together, has their physical 3D reality in order. This is who would build the Ten of Pentacles that we all want, that maximum stability and abundance and prosperity. He builds that around the Queen of Pentacles. So this is usually telling me that this has a lot to do with the stability of this connection, the stability of your lives together. Things have been on hold up until this point, but it looks like we've had a decision get made here. This is someone who has abundance and prosperity and wants to share it. They're a kind, generous person in most cases. The card right under that is that Three of Cups again, that reconciliation energy of being reunited and celebrating. Ace of Wands next. This represents a passionate new beginning. In this case, it's feeling like starting over from square one in this passionate beginning with you, trying to reunite with you, trying to be kind and generous and provide some stability after things have been stagnated for, I don't know how long things have been hung up like this. It's looking like it's been more than a few days, that's for sure, because to clarify this Hanged Man, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the World, and we have Temperance. It's funny, because usually when I'm doing a negative reading, I feel negative. I start feeling really sad. There's been several readings that have actually made me get all emotional and start crying and stuff. And I don't, even from the beginning, even when I saw this scary card at the beginning and this scary card at the beginning, I haven't really felt sad. I've felt like hopeful, which is awesome. And now that we're seeing, things are moving out of this hanged man energy of being stuck. And here's what I mean. This Seven of Pentacles is more Taurus energy. We've already seen this. This is that period of pausing to reflect on this whole situation, reflect on this relationship, on this connection, trying to decide, are these seeds that we've planted together going to grow into that Ten of Pentacles that I want? Is this worth investing in or reinvesting in this case? Is this worth putting in the work, the time, the effort, the energy? Or is this goosebumps really bad? Or is this a spot where maybe it's not going to pan out and maybe I should cut my losses and move on? This just represents that period of time where things have been paused like that to do that kind of contemplation, to do the asking of those types of questions and the thinking about that stuff. But now we're moving into this world energy. This is the final card of the major arcana. This represents completion. This is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. So this is good. We've already seen this death energy when I clarified your energy. This is something dying, something coming to an end so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. And now we have this stagnant hanged man energy where there's no progress, no forward movement. All this period of contemplating, is this worth investing in or reinvesting in? All of that is coming to an end and a new cycle is about to birth. And that new cycle that's coming out is Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a good sign. I just got goosebumps really bad again. Oh, my head is tingling. This is usually a card of patience. It's about not being in a hurry, not being in a big rush, being willing to blend things together, little bits at a time, take a step back, look at the big picture, looking at how is all this working out before coming back in to make some fine-tuning type adjustments. Now this is also an energy of reconciliation. You see the angel represented here, and she's blending things together in this big giant cup. We've already seen that in this Three of Cups energy twice. In the standard Rider-Waite tarot deck, the original tarot deck, it shows an angel blending together two cups of water, very similar to this. That water represents love and emotions, and it has been separated into two different cups. And in that card, she's mixing it back together, reconciling the situation. So that's what this means in this case. We're coming to the ending of the cycle of this everything being frozen and stuck and not moving forward. That's over, and we're starting a new cycle where you guys are reconciling the situation. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Aquarius love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.